stepping inside an elevator and getting more than a lift. Watch.
Saco.
We are sick here because we're all laughing. Are you laughing? Well, some top lawyers are not laughing, and they are already arguing that this is not lawful and that this show could get sued for this behavior. Really? Joining me now, Arthur Aidala, who's a former prosecutor, now defense attorney. Jana Spilbor has the same pedigree, and they join me now to weigh in.
I'm not laughing.
Me neither. Come on. That was hysterical.
I know, but that's mean.
I know, but it's funny. It's funny mean.
Okay, but you know, we did a segment about someone crazy gluing the toilet bowl seat and getting stuck sitting on the toilet bowl seat.
Well, someone really
funny.
got hurt there.
Funny. Someone had a heart attack here, Megyn. Someone had a heart attack in this.
No, they didn't. They did not.
Listen.
They could have had a heart attack.
That's close enough for me. Did you see that dude running out like that from afraid of a little girl?
That guy was very scared.
What was really happening is you'd get in the elevator, the lights would go out, and then that little girl would come out through the trap door, then the lights would come on, and you're looking at her, and then she would start screaming at you. You know, I don't know. I think it may have crossed the line of reasonableness.
What is the argument, before I get to Jana, what would be the claim?
Oh, intentional infliction of extreme emotional of disturbance. Basically, you're trying to freak people out. I mean, that's what you're doing. It's clearly intentional, right? This isn't a mistake. And what are you trying to do? You're trying to get them very, very upset.
But it's a practical joke. What is the difference between this, at one end,
it's a matter of degree.
Me hiding around the corner when my husband's waking up and
Yeah, it's a matter of degree. There's this, and then there's the whoopee cushion. It's a matter of degree.
But wait a minute. You're right, Megyn. This was really just a joke. And, I would have suffered a head injury from hitting the ceiling. But the point is, nobody suffered a heart attack. Nobody fell down and hurt themselves. Nobody got actually damaged.
She seemed particularly disturbed. This gal seemed genuinely scared.
Yeah, a couple of them were crying. But the point is, they're not damaged. And if you don't have damages, you can't have a lawsuit.
What about, just the risk? I mean, we saw the one guy at the end. I love my favorite might be the guy who just does this, like my children. You know what I mean? They don't think that you're there anymore when they do that.
Right. If they can't see you, you're not there.
But, Megyn, this as you know.
But the guy who ran down the hall and then she chased him. I mean, what if there had been some sort of heart attack? Or what can they even now argue, Arthur, that they have suffered trauma, even if there was no heart attack, as a result of this?
Of course they can. Of course they can. They can make that argument. They would need to show some significant treatment by a psychologist or psychiatrist based on this. But let's face it, if somebody got sick, if they didn't know that someone was taking nitroglycerin for a bad heart and they did have a heart attack, this segment that we're doing that, thank God we're laughing about, would be very different.
Well, here's the other thing. When I watched it, one of the things in the back of my head was, what if one of these guys hits this kid?
Yeah, thank you.
It's supposed to be like a scary ghost who then is screaming in their face. I mean, not because they'd want to hit a child, but because instinct, like you're afraid and it's a fight or flight and you can't have flight because you're in a locked box elevator, Jana.
Yeah, that's the one thing I will agree with Arthur with. I mean, she's lucky she didn't get staked in the heart with a wooden cross and a garlic clove because she was a good little actress. My goodness, she really was.
She was.
To me, that was the biggest risk, that this child could have been put put in danger. But the adults, look, what, they can't ride an elevator again for the rest of their lives? They see dead people. That's not compensable.
Well, and it's not like going to an amusement or a fun park, Arthur, like a haunted house, because there's no assumption of the risk by these people.
I was just going to say, there's nobody signs anything or nobody knows anything. And how about this, if you want to go on another level? This YouTube video has been seen by 6 million people. They're using their likeness to 6 million people. Did anyone sign a release? Oh, okay, you can watch me freak out like a lunatic by 6 million people all over the place. And you know there's some way somebody's making money off of this when you got 6 million people.
No, it's 1.6 million, I'm being told, but
well,
it's a lot.
I just looked it up. I just looked it up. It's a lot. So, it's just not a good idea.
No, you're right. The producers are wrong. Now they correct themselves.
No.
This one's iron, this one's steel.
I wish someone would crawl up behind Arthur and say boo right now.
But John, quickly, what about that? What about the humiliation that they now face when the video goes viral?
Yeah, now they might be able to get some sort of relief for that. But if this is a show, chances are they did get a release from these people after they calmed them down, gave them a shot of whiskey or something, and got them to sign the paper. I was going to say, but is that valid? When the poor man running down the hall is like, please sign this. Yeah. Maybe they were paid to be on the show, so that would take the wind out of their sails, certainly.
I don't know. I've always said to the viewers that I have the humor of a 9-year-old boy, the sense of humor, and so this does appeal to me, but I'm taking your thoughts on it, Arthur and Jonna. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let us know. Follow me on Twitter at Megyn Kelly.